Welcome to Decoratopia. If you're a fan of timeless architecture, historic charm, and interiors with industrial soul, you're in for a treat. In today's video, we're diving deep into the legacy of Albert Kahn, the visionary behind some of the most iconic industrial buildings in America. Discover stunning decor ideas inspired by his factory-style aesthetic, perfect for transforming your urban living space with a touch of bold elegance. So grab your favorite cup of tea, sit back, and don't miss a single idea, because by the end of this video, you'll be ready to bring Kahn's genius into your own home. One of the most iconic elements of Albert Kahn's legacy is his masterful use of steel frame windows, which invited natural light into vast factory spaces. Bringing that into a modern home means using black metal grid windows or interior glass walls to divide rooms without losing brightness. These partitions create visual openness, allow light to travel freely, and evoke the industrial elegance of Kahn's daylight factories, spaces built not only for function but also for the well-being of their workers. By adopting this aesthetic at home, you create a sophisticated atmosphere that feels both urban and historic. Whether used in a loft apartment or a contemporary townhouse, these partitions blend structural utility with refined style. The transparency reinforces connectivity between rooms while the steel detailing anchors the space with industrial strength, truly capturing the balance Kahn achieved between engineering and design. The beauty of exposed brick lies in its raw authenticity. A material once hidden behind plaster now becomes the focal point of industrial interiors. Inspired by Albert Kahn's work in Detroit's robust factories, this look brings an unpolished charm that speaks of history, strength, and resilience. Complementing it with iron shelving, matte fixtures, and Edison bulb lighting enhances its industrial feel without compromising warmth. Transitioning from the hardness of brick to the softness of decorative elements helps make the space more livable and approachable. By balancing masculine materials with warm tones and layered textures, you honor Kahn's structural achievements while creating a home that is inviting. This harmonious blend of ruggedness and refinement sets the tone for a comfortable yet storied interior. Riveted metal beams once supported the weight of massive industrial machinery in Albert Kahn's factories. Today, these architectural relics serve a new purpose, as striking visual features that bring strength and history into modern interiors. Whether you're using authentic steel or faux beams for effect, their visible rivets and heavy profiles instantly recall the machine-age power of early 20th century industrial design. These beams do more than decorate, they tell a story. They connect your space to a time when form followed function, and craftsmanship was measured in bolts and welds. By including them in your ceiling or wall treatments, you echo Kahn's reverence for durable structure, giving your room a sculptural backbone that fuses engineering precision with timeless design. Lighting plays a vital role in industrial design, and few elements are more iconic than large-scale factory pendant lights. Inspired by the fixtures that once illuminated Kahn's vast manufacturing halls, these lights combine metal, scale, and clean lines to make a dramatic statement over kitchen islands. Enamel finishes, dark cords, and exposed bulbs are all subtle nods to their utilitarian roots. As light filters down over your dining or prep space, these fixtures create a warm and functional focal point. They connect visually with other industrial features like iron beams or exposed ductwork, reinforcing the overall theme. In this way, a single pendant or a row of factory lights becomes both art and illumination, echoing the thoughtful utility Kahn brought to every corner of his work. Albert Kahn's factories were grounded, literally, in materials built to last, and reclaimed wood captures that same ethos. Using planks salvaged from old barns or mills brings authenticity into the space, with rich textures and imperfections that whisper of time gone by. These floors, left raw or lightly finished, add warmth beneath the industrial palette of metal and concrete. The soft creak of wood underfoot contrasts beautifully with steel elements above, creating a layered experience of texture and sound. This grounding effect brings balance to an interior filled with strong architectural lines and hard surfaces. Just as Kahn believed in building environments that were functional yet human-centric, this flooring choice invites comfort without sacrificing character. Crittall-style doors, with their signature black steel frames and glass panes, are the perfect homage to Albert Kahn's emphasis on light and structure. These doors serve both as room dividers and visual connectors, preserving openness while lending architectural detail. Whether installed between a kitchen and living room or used as entryways to home offices, they create a rhythm of transparency and strength throughout the space. Their versatility lies in how they bridge the past with the present, just as Kahn's factories were built with progressive materials yet timeless form. These doors subtly echo his vision of combining steel, glass, and geometry to enhance both function and beauty. The result is a space that feels expansive, intentional, and unmistakably industrial in spirit. While Albert Kahn is largely known for his utilitarian designs, his later works subtly flirted with the elegance of Art Deco, especially in his transition into modernism. By incorporating geometric metalwork, streamlined motifs, and chrome accents into industrial interiors, you create a fusion that is bold and refined. This decorative flair enriches raw spaces with rhythm and symmetry. The interplay of these two styles, one grounded in industry, the other in ornament, brings a unique vibrancy to urban interiors. It allows for moments of sophistication without breaking the integrity of an industrial palette. With polished metals and structured forms working side by side, your space becomes a celebration of engineering and art, much like the evolution of Kahn's own portfolio. Concrete was a material of necessity in Kahn's factories, chosen for its durability and ease of maintenance. In a modern setting, it takes on an expressive new role, as a canvas of texture and tone. A single concrete accent wall can ground a space, offering a sense of permanence and quiet drama. Troweled, polished, or left raw, its surface speaks with subtle movement and muted strength. This elemental backdrop contrasts beautifully with soft textiles and warm woods, creating a dynamic yet balanced interior. Like Kahn's buildings, which emphasized form and flow, these walls support other features without overpowering them. They provide structure both literally and aesthetically, anchoring your design with the quiet confidence of industrial architecture. What once powered the factory floor can now spark conversation in your living room. Repurposed machinery, like rusted gears, flywheels, or pulley systems, brings a piece of industrial history into the home. These elements serve as sculptural decor, rich with narrative and craftsmanship. Displayed on shelves or mounted on walls, they instantly transform everyday spaces into curated showcases of heritage. This decor choice taps into the soul of Kahn's vision, where form always served a purpose, but never without beauty. By integrating mechanical components into modern interiors, you honor the ingenuity of the industrial age while adding depth and personality. It's a meaningful way to connect past to present, making your home feel storied and alive. In a bathroom inspired by industrial elegance, nothing makes a statement like a cast-iron clawfoot tub. Its weight, shape, and heritage design recall a time when even utilitarian objects were built to endure. Paired with exposed copper or steel plumbing, the look achieves a rare harmony between ruggedness and relaxation, transforming bath time into a ritual rooted in design. This approach mirrors Kahn's belief that form should always enhance function. Just as his buildings were crafted for both durability and daily life, these tubs offer both visual impact and personal comfort. When set against a concrete or brick backdrop, they become sculptural pieces, elevating the bathroom from ordinary to unforgettable. Vintage leather club chairs with their deep patina and worn character speak to the timeless durability that Albert Kahn valued in his architectural materials. These furnishings bring warmth and sophistication to industrial interiors, softening the space without compromising its raw aesthetic. When paired with distressed sofas, the seating arrangement invites rest while grounding the room in vintage authenticity. This tactile contrast between plush leather and hard-edged surroundings reflects Kahn's balance of comfort and efficiency. The furniture becomes more than functional, it tells a story. As you sink into the aged leather and look out over steel beams or exposed brick, you'll feel connected to a space that is both designed and lived in, refined by time. Steel-framed bookshelves embody the strength and simplicity central to Kahn's work, while also offering the perfect stage for showcasing architectural blueprints and vintage industrial finds. These sturdy shelving units organize a room while reinforcing the structural language of the space. When decorated with framed floor plans or line drawings, they evoke a quiet reverence for the art of design. This combination of storage and storytelling enhances the space without overwhelming it. The bookshelves become both display and divider, echoing Kahn's use of steel to create definition and support. With each blueprint or drawing, your room pays tribute to the legacy of industrial innovation and the mind that shaped. Albert Kahn revolutionized factory architecture by introducing expansive skylights that bathed workspaces in natural light. Bringing this concept into the home invites the same sense of clarity and openness. Factory-style skylights or lightwells flood interiors with daylight, reducing the need for artificial lighting while emphasizing the architectural bones of the room. These bright apertures create a connection to the sky and offer a striking contrast to the solidity of steel and concrete. Just as Kahn designed buildings that nurtured both productivity and wellness, these light sources add vitality to modern living. They illuminate not only the space but also the enduring relevance of thoughtful design. Lofted mezzanines are an excellent way to maximize vertical space while maintaining an open, industrial flow. Inspired by the multiple levels of Kahn's vast production spaces, these raised platforms can serve as reading nooks, offices, or sleeping quarters. Paired with steel or iron railings, they bring a sense of architectural purpose to residential settings. The industrial appeal lies not only in their form but in their function. These structures embody Kahn's pragmatic elegance, where every level, every corner serves a purpose without excess. A mezzanine can define a space while preserving its openness, capturing the spirit of an era when design was both elevated and efficient. What was once concealed is now celebrated. Open ductwork is a bold industrial feature that adds character and texture to ceilings. These visible systems echo the exposed infrastructure of Kahn's factories, where form followed function and nothing was wasted. In kitchens or living spaces, silver ducts and piping bring movement and mechanical rhythm overhead. This aesthetic doesn't just mimic the industrial, it honors its principles. Just as Kahn left materials visible to highlight their integrity, open ductwork becomes an honest expression of structure. It turns the ceiling into a story of utility and style, drawing the eye upward and reminding us that even the unseen can be beautiful. The industrial aesthetic is often associated with cold grays and stark contrasts, but Albert Kahn's approach to material and light allows for a softer interpretation. Neutral palettes infused with earthy undertones, like warm taupe, rust, and charcoal, bring harmony to raw architectural features. These tones echo the natural aging of steel, brick, and concrete, creating a warm and grounded atmosphere. This muted palette becomes a quiet canvas, allowing the materials to speak without shouting. It softens the edges of hard metals and rugged finishes, echoing Kahn's gift for balancing utility with subtle beauty. In such a space, each color feels intentional, rooted in history yet open to modern reinterpretation. Reimagining a workshop table as a dining centerpiece is a nod to the resourcefulness that defined Kahn's era. With their thick wooden tops, iron legs, and visible bolts, these tables command attention while offering enduring functionality. They invite gatherings and stories, transforming a utilitarian surface into a place for connection. The industrial soul of these tables lies in their simplicity and strength. Much like the factory floors where Kahn's workers gathered around drafting desks or machinery, these pieces foster community. Paired with steel chairs or bench seating, they anchor the dining area as both sculpture and surface, connecting everyday living to a proud industrial lineage. Black and white photography captures the essence of industrial design, raw, detailed, and timeless. Enlarged prints of factory scenes, cityscapes, or Kahn's own architectural works can become the visual heart of a room. These monochrome images offer contrast against textured walls, creating a gallery-like calm in the midst of robust materials. The beauty of these prints lies in their ability to blend nostalgia with boldness. Hung on brick, concrete, or reclaimed wood, they evoke a sense of permanence and story. In showcasing the spaces where work in progress once thrived, these visuals serve not just as decor but as tributes to a legacy built in steel and vision. Adding greenery to an industrial interior might seem contradictory, but it's exactly this contrast that breathes life into steel and stone. Galvanized planters and rail systems allow you to integrate plants in a way that feels true to the aesthetic. These metallic containers and support bars mirror the forms of factory piping, while bringing in the softness of nature. This synergy between industry and growth reflects the same balance Kahn brought to his buildings, designed for productivity, yet mindful of human experience. The cool gleam of metal against cascading green makes for a striking composition, one that elevates both function and feeling in the space. Arched steel windows are one of the most memorable features of Kahn's automotive plants, where form met grandeur in even the most functional spaces. These sweeping curves soften the rigid lines of industrial interiors and invite generous natural light. Their repeated rhythm across walls creates an architectural cadence that defines the entire room. By bringing this feature into the home, you add a sense of drama and lightness that feels both historical and hopeful. These windows honor Kahn's vision of elevating the everyday, reminding us that even in a factory, beauty and light should never be afterthoughts. Their presence anchors your space with elegance drawn directly from legacy. Stained cement flooring, when paired with vintage rugs, creates a tactile foundation that honors Albert Kahn's legacy of durable design. These floors offer a cool, industrial surface that's easy to maintain and deeply grounded in practicality. But layered with a large, time-worn rug, the space instantly warms, blending the clean strength of concrete with the softness of age. This visual and physical contrast reflects Kahn's approach to balancing the mechanical with the human. The rug becomes a gentle interruption in an otherwise streamlined environment, reminding us that even the hardest materials can be softened by intention. It's a composition that feels industrial, yet intimate. Tall steel bookshelves outfitted with rolling ladders harken back to the organizational brilliance found in Kahn's expansive workspaces. These pieces aren't just for storage, they're architectural statements that elevate the everyday. Their scale draws the eye upward, emphasizing verticality in loft-like rooms while referencing the efficient, multipurpose nature of factory systems. Beyond their function, these rolling ladders invite movement and interaction. They transform the act of reaching for a book into a tactile experience, connecting the user with the space. Just as Kahn designed for the worker's flow and accessibility, these installations put form in direct service to engagement and ease. Industrial cabinetry with visible latches and exposed hinges brings utilitarian honesty to kitchens and storage areas. These features, often crafted in matte black or raw steel, celebrate the mechanics of use. Inspired by factory tool drawers and utility lockers, they reinforce a visual rhythm of order and durability within the home. The presence of such hardware offers a tactile echo of the past, of storage systems that were built to last through decades of work. This sense of permanence and functionality, central to Kahn's construction ethos, transforms cabinetry from background utility into foreground character. It's not just storage, it's a structural statement. Lighting in industrial design is rarely an afterthought, and wall-mounted factory sconces carry both character and function. These pieces, with their adjustable arms, exposed bolts, and metallic finishes, cast directional light while adding sculptural interest to bare walls. Their utilitarian origins mirror those used in Kahn's factories, where every fixture had to earn its place. Yet in the home, these same fixtures create intimate lighting scenes in hallways, reading nooks, or above bedside tables. They exemplify the principle that simplicity can be beautiful, especially when built with intention. Like Kahn's own design philosophy, these lights provide just what's needed, nothing more, nothing less. Combining different metals, iron, brass, and steel, creates a rich visual interplay that echoes the diverse material palette found in Kahn's buildings. These mixed metal compositions add layers of texture and subtle sheen, bringing warmth to otherwise austere interiors. Whether in fixtures, frames, or furnishings, this contrast of metals provides a nuanced industrial finish. The appeal lies in how these materials speak to different eras of industrial design. Cold steel provides strength, iron brings age and gravity, and brass adds a touch of warmth and vintage elegance. Together, they form a metallic symphony that honors the evolving spirit of industrial architecture, anchored in purpose, but always evolving. Concrete countertops are a bold yet functional choice that pays homage to Albert Kahn's reliance on durable, straightforward materials. Their solid surface, poured and polished, creates a minimalist backdrop that commands attention in the kitchen. When bordered with steel edging, these countertops take on a refined industrial flair, merging utility with elegance. This design approach reflects the architectural clarity that defined Kahn's work, materials presented honestly, structure celebrated, and every detail contributing to form and function. With the cold sheen of steel meeting the matte softness of concrete, these countertops echo the factory floors of the past, while remaining firmly rooted in the sophistication of the present. In Kahn's daylight factories, windows weren't just design elements, they were sources of well-being. Bringing that principle into modern interiors means minimizing window treatments to allow light to flood in freely. Simple linen drapes or even bare steel-framed panes create an atmosphere that feels open, honest, and connected to the world outside. This approach reinforces the philosophy that space should feel expansive and natural, not cluttered or concealed. As the light shifts through the day, the raw materials of the room come alive, changing tone, casting shadows, and breathing rhythm into the interior. It's a quiet celebration of light, space, and the enduring beauty of thoughtful simplicity. Reclaimed factory doors, with their chipped paint, iron handles, and visible wear, bring history into the home with striking presence. Mounted on a sliding track or displayed as wall art, they become sculptural relics, each one telling a story of industrial labor, resilience, and repurposed purpose. Their scale and weight anchor the room both visually and symbolically. Using these doors in a modern context is a powerful way to honor Kahn's legacy of adaptive reuse and timeless design. Just as he often blended the old with the new, these architectural fragments breathe character into contemporary spaces, reminding us that beauty often lies in what has endured. An oversized factory clock can serve as both a practical timepiece and a bold decorative statement. Inspired by the industrial clocks that once kept time in Kahn's automotive plants, these pieces bring rhythm, symmetry, and a sense of structure to the home. Their black frames and stark faces offer a striking contrast against raw material walls. Beyond their visual appeal, these clocks mark the passage of time in a way that feels grounded, rooted in the mechanical precision and reliability that defined Kahn's architecture. Hung above a fireplace, entryway, or open kitchen, they create a focal point that honors the industrial era's disciplined elegance. What once served purely as support can now be appreciated as sculptural art. Exposed steel or concrete column beams recall the engineering strength at the heart of Kahn's designs. Left raw and unadorned, they bring vertical drama and visual gravity to a space, celebrating form in its purest expression. These beams don't just hold up the structure, they define it. They become silent protagonists in the room, representing the very foundation of industrial architecture. In honoring their presence rather than concealing them, you pay tribute to the philosophy that structure, when beautifully executed, is the decor. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through Albert Kahn's iconic industrial style. From steel beams to reclaimed wood, and factory windows to minimalist finishes, every detail helps tell a story of strength, structure, and timeless design. If you enjoyed the ideas in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear how you'd bring this style into your home. Until next time, stay inspired with Decoratopia.